Hi, I'm Dawn Kennedy, the CFO for Connect Hearing US. I wanted to take a moment today to speak to you about Better Hearing Month and what it means to me. Better Hearing Month is about education to me, and it's about teaching customers more about hearing health and raising the awareness around hearing health care. I'd like to share a little story about my personal experience and why I'm at, quite frankly, Connect Hearing today in the current role that I'm in. My mom has been a hearing aid user for quite some time. I remember when I was a little girl growing up, my dad would always say, and only the way that your dad can in that stern voice, look at your mother when you're talking to her. And I would think to myself, man, he's really serious about this, and I really better respect my mom because my dad will be all over us if we're not nice to our moms. Only to come to find out that as I got older, I realized she was reading lips and she couldn't understand us if we didn't look at her directly. And I didn't know this until later in life when she had gotten hearing aids and looked to get help. After I started at Connect Hearing, and I learned more about hearing loss, I asked my mom, what was the reason that you decided to get hearing aids? Because as I learned, it takes the average person 7 years before they decide to get help for their hearing loss. And my mom had mentioned that she was a primary school teacher, and she had mentioned that she noticed she was asking the little girls questions, and she had to repeat and ask again because she didn't quite get their answer. And she noticed they were getting uncomfortable and were really hesitant in their response the second time. And she really felt that she was doing the little girls a disservice because she felt she was impacting their confidence and their self-esteem because she was the person with a problem, not the little girls. So she went to get help so that she could feel better about that experience and being able to build the little girls' self-esteem as they respond to those questions. So my mom now is a Connect Hearing customer, and she just has had a wonderful experience at our Tinley location. So my recommendation is if you suspect that yourself or a loved one is experiencing some challenges with hearing loss, there's no better time but today in Better Hearing Month to get that free hearing evaluation at your nearest Connect Hearing location.